I'm going to start this video by saying two words that should rouse the minds of those who have been through this godforsaken policy. Health insurance. Yes, I'm going to be talking about this health insurance stuff because, again, this is no debate. This is no crazy subject matter, conspiracy theory bullshit. Health insurance is one of, if not the most scummiest practices that we have come across over the past how many years now. And again, I don't even dive deep into like what's been going on recently with how much denied health insurance claims have been claimed, which you can see this graph right here, but it's a pretty big problem when you see the majority of the people from United Healthcare and some pretty big names that you might all be familiar with are denying health insurances for a myriad of different reasons. Yet, these could be claims that could have saved someone's life, could have changed someone for the better, and yet these really shitty insurance companies are just taking the grain of salt and be like, nope, we can't do this, we can't pay for it, it is what it is. But today I want to talk about something that is on the positive end and nothing really negative about what has happened with health insurance once again being another scam. But one doctor practice here in the state of Honolulu, in my hometown in Hawaii, is decided to be the bigger man and is cutting the health insurance when seeing patients. Now, I know what you're probably thinking right off the bat. Me saying that out loud is like, wait, if you do that, that's suicide. Like, what happens if you go to this doctor and they overcharge you like crazy? Like, you're basically gonna like fuck yourself over, and you're actually just paying out to like this greedy set of people that just want your money and nothing else when you could have gotten it much cheaper through health insurance. And yes, while that is true, I think that what this practice here is being talked about, I think is a really great example of a direction that should be going on in the first place, honestly. Dr. Curtis. But Dr. Curtis is someone who's been in the field for 40 plus years. And given like how he has seen how much has changed and has shifted within health insurance and the health industry itself, it only makes sense that he wants to go with this new system at the end of the day. And again, like if we're going by subscription prices, it's not going to be like ridiculously crazy ridiculous, right? Like membership fee, from what is reported, is that they want to start off at $200 a month or a $2,400 a year for adults. It also includes discounts for teens and students. And if they're not satisfied with that, then members can still use their insurance to pay for referrals to specialists and for medicines at the pharmacy. And what I think I see here is like this may sound like the biggest ripoff ever, but you gotta understand that this is like health. This is like your doctor that's making sure that you're well and healthy and you're provided with the right medicines that you need to get through your daily soul life. And the whole reason this whole thing was even started in the first place was because of a recent proposal between HMSA and Hawaii Pacific Health, which has gone doctors questioning what they're calling a broken system, and they're trying to find ways to think out of this health insurance box that's been going haywire now for the past how many years. And he even acknowledges that it's not going to be for everybody at the end of the day, and that it is a nice option, however, if you don't want to wait for like 9 months to see a primary care doctor for just 10 minutes. And considering that like Dr. Curtis and his daughter runs this doctor practice for a really long time, he and his daughter are going to be super aware that they are going to lose a ton of patients because at the end of the day, we live in the sad reality where if you want to see a doctor for a myriad of different reasons, whether it's super small or really serious, you need to have health insurance. But I think what the main takeaway here is that he's making this decision so that he can continue and establish and or in this case reestablish a doctor to patient relationship. And in that way it provides them a much stronger primary care and much more preventive measures on what to do rather have it be where he kind of just takes in patients, goes through health insurance, and then kind of go based off of what is available through health insurance. Whereas if he's doing it through this method, he has a lot more free range, and using the knowledge that he has known for the past 40 plus years, he can make a call of like what to do to treat the patient properly. And I think that this is a really great step in the right direction that not only like doctors who are in the who are not taking health insurance now currently and maybe doing as like a private practice should be doing. But I feel like this is an example that all doctors in general should honestly take note of in general. Like, given how bad health insurance has become, and I mean this sincerely and truthfully, it is absolutely bad. It to me feels like a fucking scam. Like, again, this shouldn't like ring this point home. Like, why in the hell would you be spending and paying for health insurance every single day of the week within your job coverage? When by the time, let's say, you get into a bad accident or some really bad illness hits you, the moment where the time comes to shine and you really need health insurance to cover for the cost because of how serious it is, health insurance go like, nope, we can't do that. We can't cover it. Like, I'm sorry, this looks way too expensive. Oh wait, nope. You're gonna be okay. Just take a couple of like ibuprofen, take a good 2 days rest, and you're on the way. Like, that's crazy, and that's not something that can't continue on like this. There has to be a massive change right here, and people like these doctors here, I feel like should be an example of what should be done. And again, I think it's going to be a really rough adjustment, and the fact that Dr. Curtis and his daughter is taking like a really brave stance on health insurance and in the direction that it's going right now is super super brave. And I think I just want to simply talk about this because this is something that, given how big doctors' jobs here are in Hawaii, it makes a lot of sense for me to just cover this, not only because of Hawaii itself, but the rising problem that has been health insurance. And yeah, just gotta say, hopefully this works for them. I wish these two the best of their luck in their doctor future endeavors, and I hope it works out for them at the end of the day. Because again, health insurance needs to change. There needs to be a change. And that's it. I'll see you on the next one. Later.